Hi everyone, my name's Asma and I'm here to talk to you guys about this week's discussion. I'm sorry about all the boxes. I'm moving in the next couple of days, so couldn't find an open wall without some cardboard on it, so I'm sorry about that. And this week I'm here to talk about this week's discussion, the current event discussion, and it's actually something we all are pretty familiar with. If not, it's about United Airlines and about the debacle they had this past few months, I guess. So, this article comes from the New York Times and is about the growth United Airlines has seen this past quarter, even though they did have this major public relations nightmare. So, if you haven't heard about what happened, Dr. David Dow was a passenger, a customer who had bought a seat on a United Airlines flight, but this flight was overbooked, and he was removed from the flight. Unfortunately, he was forcibly removed from the flight and had a few injuries because of it, possibly a concussion, because he was forcibly removed. Also, another passenger took a video of his removal, and this video went viral and instigated a lot of boycotts from customers. Also, a few elected officials in DC said that there would be consequences for United Airlines because of how they handled the situation. But regardless of the boycotts and the backlash from this issue, United Airlines has still seen a lot of growth, which was quite unusual. I didn't expect them to see as much growth this past quarter because I had heard so many people saying they would boycott it or a lot of discussion on it. But United has seen a profit of $808 million in the most recent quarter, which ended in June. They also had a diluted earnings per share of $2.66, pre-tax earnings of $1.3 billion, and pre-tax margin of 12.7%. The revenue was $10 billion, which was a 6.4% increase year over year. The sales also rose, even though there was threats of boycott. They actually went up 4.2% from last year. Oscar Munoz, who is the chief executive officer, says that the positive financial and operational performance this past quarter, demonstrates that United is firmly on the right path. So, I have a couple questions. Question number one, why do you think this is? The article clearly says that it's because of the consumer's desire for the cheapest possible ticket. But do you think there's any other reasons? Also, from my experience from buying airline tickets, I've found that there are usually cheaper tickets than airlines. For example, there's low budget airlines such as Spirit, Frontier, and Allegiant who have much cheaper tickets than United. So why do you think people are still wanting to buy United tickets, even though there was threats of boycott? Also, do you think there are any other steps that United should take to continue on this positive trend? Obviously, we've seen incentives. They have offered a higher financial incentive if the seat is overbooked or they aren't allowed on their seat for any possible reason. Do you think there are any other steps they should take besides incentives? The links I have attached are from the New York Times, that's where the article is, and also an article from United's website about their second quarter performance. It goes more into the details behind their performance. I look forward to hearing your thoughts about this, and I look forward to commenting on them. Thanks!